Alright, now I'm going to take you for a ride, completely just throw you off. This next one is called Bye-Bye. You'll understand why in a minute. One, my mama. She is like an oak tree, sturdy, the foundation of a family, but actually, she's more like a willow. Because she weeps way too often. With arms that hang low, she protects us from a cruel world, my mama. She is the closest thing to a saint I know. She is my missing rib, and with no atom that can ever be good enough for her, she picked that forbidden fruit and bears God's punishment with pride. 4 countries, 3 states, 2 children, and sometimes half a man later, she is still there for me. At 4:30 in the morning, on some random Tuesday, halfway across the country, me in a telephone booth, her in a nightgown, comforting me with tear-stained I love yous. 2, my sister. Though she doesn't always treat me like a brother, I still love her, you bitch, you. I wish you knew how much I missed you. My sister. She is an ugly creature when she hates. She transforms from beautiful and majestic into this thing with gnarled limbs, razor-sharp claws, and fangs. And wherever she is, she locks into wherever I am, and she runs. She runs faster than the wind at a dead sprint, trying to outrun the moon. She runs, head whipping, teeth gnashing, jaws snarling. She runs until she's in my near vicinity, and then she dives. Head first into my chest cavity. Into a secret chamber somewhere between my soul and my diaphragm. And on most nights she just paces. But on the worst nights she cuts. And y'all, it feels like tearing flesh from my bones when she claws at the insides of my chest, screaming insecurities, tearing past lungs, arteries, and veins until she gets to my heart, which most of the time she crushes too, but sometimes she holds it in the smalls of her hand, like it was an egg without a shell, like it was a newborn baby brimming with hope, like it was the last piece of humanity left on this earth, and for that moment, I will always, always love you. Your secret chamber will always be here. 3. My olive-skinned pomegranate woman, shaped like a pear, crisp as an apple, sweet as a nectarine, with hair like molasses. I bear our love across my back like the cross of my own crucifixion, just as she bore our love for 9 months. And now she bears marks that she calls unholy, but I swear to God, in those same passages of stretched skin, I have read scripture holier than God. And in those same tracks I have walked in the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no God, and I fear no man. You see, in her thighs is divinity. On her hips rests the earth's axis, and on her lips rest tongues that I only know or speak when the lights are off. Or when they're on, only because she commanded them so. She makes me feel like a god, even when I know I'm just a man. 4, my daughter. She will be empress of the universe someday. And this isn't even a metaphor. She will actually be crowned empress of the universe. And all I can hope is that I'll be at her coronation, sitting front and center with a giant poster covered with naked baby pictures, screaming, "That's my baby, that's my daughter." And maybe she'll be embarrassed. But by then she'll be used to that sort of shit. So she'll just flash a smile more beautiful than anything any extraterrestrial, android, or human had ever seen, and she will know that I am proud of her, my daughter. The reason I know God is a she. So yes, I love women. All of them. Because you're all really only 4 of them. The woman that is, the woman that could, the woman he wants, and the woman that will.